up first. You want to send out
Oh, wow.
Anti and Otori open the crew battle.
First.
Yeah. Now, okay, wait, hold on. Anti going first. For the same reason I wouldn't want to send out Mewtwo King first, I wouldn't want to send out Anti first even more. Simply because Anti is such a hard counter to so many awkward matchups. Like, for example, against QB, right? Who are they going to send out? Probably not a Meta Knight, to be fair. It'll probably be like ADHD or maybe ESAM to ditto him because he did beat...
or maybe Nairo.
Yeah, he did beat Ice Climbers. And he does the Ice Climber ditto very well. Oh, maybe Nairo too. But yeah, Anti is a good counter. But then again, maybe they don't want to send Anti out against the Marth. They definitely don't want to send him out against Ally. So I don't know. Sending him first is pretty solid. He's a safe pick because he can fight anybody.
Yes.
And I think that is most important for leading. So rethinking it a little bit, not a bad choice. And it looks like they're going to Game & Watch reports. They're both playing Meta Knight, so I actually would want first port because in the Meta Knight Ditto, first port is more important. For those of you at home wondering why first port is more important, a lot of players know, due to Snake, that when two players simultaneously get hit and there's a grab situation going on at the time, one player's holding another, only one player will receive the knockback, and that player is whichever one has the higher controller port. The grab breaks and only one player takes knockback, not both players. I don't know why they didn't code it so that both players just don't take knockback, but whatever. There's a lot of situations in Brawl which you can consider two players in a tie. For example, if two players grab the ledge at the same time, if two players connect grabs at the same time, etc., etc., etc. Usually, most of those go in favor of port 1. So I would feel that whoever is at a lower port has the advantage in just casual play because you want to get those frame 1 ledge hogs over your opponent or those grabs. It doesn't come up all the time, but it just outside of in 1v1 play, outside of Snake or maybe a stage like Halberd, just ridiculous situations, I feel like the lower port is the superior port.
All right, so first stage
is going to be Corneria. What?
Yeah, that's back in the day. All right, now to the stage striking. Remember, this is character lock, so we're not going to have, counter picking afterwards after the winner. You're stuck on the character. I think a lot of the characters were actually agreed upon beforehand.
Yeah, it's completely character lock, I believe. Yeah, I'm not 100% sure exactly how that's working. If they pick the character beforehand, or if they pick a character and then have to stay that character.
Nairo would know.
Yeah.
Did you guys all pick your characters beforehand? Okay,
yeah, okay.
So everyone's character locked already?
All right, yeah, so all characters are locked in, good to go from the gate. I remember back in the day when we did crew battles, it used to be that you could either counter-pick your character or counter-pick the stage. And if you decided to counter-pick the stage, then the opponent could switch their character. But if you decided to go random, then the opponent would stay their character. But we decided this was a pretty bad rule because it gave a huge advantage to characters that were better on quote-unquote neutrals. Like, for example, if you play Ice Climbers in a crew battle and then you hit random and get FD, it's like, oh, fair. So we kind of dispersed with that rule.
Nairo just telling me right now, remember when we were talking about what character ally might go? He locked in Snake.
He did lock in the Snake. Yeah. Like I said, although I feel normally ally would maybe be a little bit more comfortable with Meta Knight, it just makes more sense to have the diversity. They did already have 4 other Meta Knights on the team, and very prestigious, powerful Meta Knights at that. With no further ado, folks, we're going to get this underway. USA versus the world. Anti versus Otori. Anti-green Meta Knight. Otori, red Meta Knight. Anti representing USA. Otori representing the world, Japan.
Both players kind of feeling each other out. Otori makes the first contact, but Anti will get a follow-up off of this grab. Oh, good defense by Otori. Oh, and a good grab once again.
Otori making quite a few errors, but Anti's going to have to put a little bit more pressure in there to break Otori's zoning. Oh, that's good.
Yeah, Anti, the master of those pokes.
Yeah, his tilt game is amongst the best. Right now, Otori's locked down on the ledge. I'm anticipating an air dodge onto the stage into an up B or an F tilt. Oh, he does double roll. Not for much profit. A small trade.
Rolling toward the edge.
Yeah, he loves those cross-ups, although I hate putting myself in a corner situation if I can avoid it. However, Otori reacts perfectly, gets the cross-up roll back on Anti. And Anti takes a very, very small lead, again using his phenomenal poke game. Otori's trying to play that poke game, but Anti is just a tad bit stronger there.
Otori now trying to find his way back onto the edge. Now, before this tournament, actually Zero has been coming to some tournaments in New York, New Jersey, and a lot of our Meta Knights have had experience fighting Zero, who is super patient off of the ledge. And the Japanese are quite patient players themselves, so that little practice versus Zero might lend a big advantage towards Team USA when it comes to edge guarding the world team.
Yeah, absolutely. However, Zero is on the world team, and from what I've heard, this is the man that the bar is set at when it comes to Meta Knight Dittos. He is the most powerful in Meta Knight Dittos right now. So that's a huge obstacle for the USA team to overcome. However, as we mentioned before, there are some non-Meta Knights on the team.
Definitely. Very quick tornado by Otori.
Right now, Anti's in a tough spot.
Ooh.
That was pretty favorable for him, actually.
Oh!
Otori missed bases.
Yeah.
Gets hit by that F smash, and that'll put Anti in a very powerful position.
Anti playing that textbook MK now. Getting his spacing by the platform. Otori with that slow glide.
Slow glide, yeah. Slow glide, such a good option. The correct option to counter it is dash and shield, but the nerves when that Meta Knight is slowly gliding at you. So high, I really disagree with that mock tornado, and Otori does too. He's gonna throw Anti right back off the set.
Oh, wow.
Try again.
Wow.
I'm actually a little surprised there. Otori showing off pristine tech skill, because to do what he did, he used Tornado to counter Tornado. However, the only reason his Tornado won is because Otori also had some invincibility remaining from his ledge grab. Otherwise, Anti's Tornado would have won in that position. Ooh. Otori takes first blood. Again, Anti not having a strong answer for that slow glide. I'm expecting to see some mock tornado to counter it pretty soon. However, you can just cancel it onto the edge, and it will leave the tornado in a not really vulnerable position, but fruitless, I'll say.
Very nice answer. Anti really adept with that first hit F tilt into other things. Otori had that one scouted.
Otori's very slow pace ANC. Anti tries to mimic the slow glide onto Otori, and Otori quickly just tornadoes it. He's like, I know how to deal with my own gimmicks.
Anti gonna play it safe. No need to go off right now. Let Otori come to him.
Anti's really looking for a kill move, and Otori very slowly taking his time, racking up percent. Right now he's got 48%, 52%, 55%.
Yeah, Anti needs something right now. I feel like a grounded up B out of one of Otori's options that he's trying to use the poke might be the answer.
Yeah, but Otori is playing very safe, very campy style, not really looking to take any damage. He knows that all he needs to do is just rack up percent on Anti. And Otori is going to play out every stock. He's not going to let anything go for free. He's not going to take any risk, because this is a crew battle. Your stocks matter. Winning is not everything. Winning by a lot is everything, because each of those stocks gets carried over to the next match.
Yeah, definitely. Stocks are so precious in crew battles. Every little bit of percent counts. Wow, Anti barely missing both of those kill opportunities. Oh, wow.
Otori proving to be just a little bit too slippery. Anti's really fishing to try and close out the stock, because he sees this chip.
Oh, a fortunate poke right there.
And the world is cheering out Otori right now. The height is huge. I'm expecting a counter cheer from the USA players.
Yeah, but right now, US has nothing really to cheer about. Our first player, Anti, is out on the ropes right now.
Yeah, he has yet to deal first blood to the world.
And in fitting USA fashion, the Chibo chant comes out.
Anti has been poked into kill percent.
Oh, and finally.
And Otori tries to throw out that kill move, and that was the hole that Anti needed to close out the stock. Now, can he bring this back?
132% of just solid play. Now 147. Anti has a large hill to overcome to try and keep this crew battle even.
Now, Anti can return to his excellent tilt game and try and rack up some damage back onto Otori, and he wants to rack up as much as possible before he drops that stock. Traditional F tilt to up B strength. Good reaction by Anti.
Yeah, and I agree with that down tilt wholeheartedly. Just poking Otori right back to the edge. Anti keeping stage advantage, and the glide gets him.
That Otori slow glide. Good trade by Otori. Anti realizes the tornado's the option a little bit too late. Goes for a late neutral air as well, and Otori's just punishing these options. Anti throws in a tornado trying to get back the momentum. Does gain it until Otori goes into a fastball forward tilt.
Yeah, Otori playing so safe.
Anti makes, yeah.
Yeah, tech error right there. Oh, that tornado just sucked him in.
Now Otori's picking up a lot of momentum, and Anti's making a lot of mistakes. Anti really wants to close out Otori's second stock.
Oh, and the F smash connects.
That will not close out the stock though.
Anti right back on the stage.
And again, the slow glide. Anti just does not have an answer.
Oh, and there. Oh, the Otori staying alive. Oh, and the show loop. And that's a big stock right there.
That was very important because Japan and the world would be in a massive lead if they made it to 2-stock Anti. But now, even if Otori closes out this stock, he only has a 1-stock lead for his team.
Yeah, definitely. Even if the match went to 200% and Otori only wins by 1%, the result's still the same. It's only a 1-stock going into the next match. Yeah. All right. Anti will concede. And Otori takes a 1-stock lead for Team World.
The world has come strong. They are plenty and they are fierce.
I'm quite surprised at Otori's defense in that match. I always know Otori as that Meta Knight that can keep up with Nairo in the aggressive game, and now I see how Otori adjusts and he can really just out-poke the poker in the Anti.
Yeah, absolutely, and I think it's amazing because his style is so appropriate and so successful in this format, where every single little stock counts.
Definitely.
His defensive, conservative, I'm going to poke at you and primarily prioritize not losing my own stocks. That style is just everything I would ever want in a crewmate for a crew battle like this.
Definitely.
So Otori is going to go up in the next game at 1 stock remaining. We're waiting to see who Team USA throws out next. Who's the captain for Team USA? Do you know?
I think it might be Vinnie.
I think it's Vinnie as well. And who's the captain for the world?
That I am not sure of, to be honest. Mr. R and Zero is right there. We can ask one of them.
Yeah. Nairo, who's the captain for the world? Who? Orion is the captain for the world? And who's Vinnie's the captain for USA? All right, so Orion is the captain for the world, and Vinnie is the captain for USA.
Oh,
Orion's not playing for the world, but he's their captain, apparently. And I've captained plenty of crew battles that I haven't played in. That's not at all unusual.
Well, shout-outs to Orion, coming from Montclair, New Jersey, going to school in
Europe.
In Europe, kind of bridging that gap right there.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, shout-outs to that. Orion, well-respected in America and in Europe. Yeah.
Strong, powerful Meta Knight.
Yeah, trailblazer.
Excellent basics on that Meta Knight. And it looks like they're going to send an ADHD. Personally, I would have held that. I don't think I would have sent an ADHD against Otori. I know that they're hoping that ADHD will play solid enough so that he will clean out this stock and then force them to play out another Meta Knight so that he can take off potentially 4 stocks. That's the play here, because they want to thrust themselves into the lead so that they can start playing defensively early as possible. However, I really feel that, you know, they probably had, you know, a better chance if they would have taken the risk and sent in another Meta Knight who was able to just close out a stock really quick. They don't want to use Nairo too soon. They want to probably hold him as an anchor. And we do have ESAM as well, but I don't know. I don't feel like I would throw in a ADHD this early so that they can come up with a quick response there.
Yeah, that's a good point. I would try and get all the Meta Knights out the way.
Not necessarily. You definitely want to use ADHD to take out a Meta Knight, which is why I wouldn't put him out against Otori, who only has 1 stock remaining. I would send out ADHD when it's like, oh, that Meta Knight has 3 stocks. He's nice and fresh. Here, ADHD, go clean this up. But now you throw him out against Otori, and it looks like FD is not going to be our stage. But yeah, at this point, suppose Abandando, for example, is really strong against, you know, Diddy Kong, just as an example. Or MikeNeko, just as another example. They have options of not spending their Meta Knights on ADHD, and you want to use ADHD to counter those options. Otori will drop his first 2 stocks.
All right, 3, 2, 1, quit life.
Wait. They're going to reset it because
quit life.
All right. Otori apparently does not know the countdown in English, so he was surprised. He didn't know the timing of when ADHD would go to pull out bananas. He's like, wait a minute, this is a bit unfair.
Oh, wow.
And Otori taking all of his time.
Yep.
There's over an hour on that clock.
Yeah, all 98 minutes and 15 seconds.
ADHD also displaying admirable amounts of patience because he knows, hey, my opponent only has 1 stock, but this matters.
Oh, very nice by ADHD, getting that solid little bit of damage. Of course, Wyatt would go off the edge, but getting back safely. And he'll set up his defense.
So after the entire skirmish, ADHD comes out with a small lead.
Oh, wow, nice power shield by Otori. But ADHD answers with a fair.
Lock Tornado to Shuttle will put Otori somewhat back in the game. Grab Armor will take him through a down smash. Great spacing by Otori, knowing exactly where he can pick up and dispose of bananas. ADHD simply summons another one, and the camping resumes.
Yeah,
now,
so
I would feel
far
very comfortable as ADHD right now. He has obviously the stock lead. He has the % lead. He can camp pretty much forever.
Yeah, you always need to take the mentality in crew battles when you're in this position with more stocks on deck for you, that you need to treat it like it's the beginning of a regular match. You can't say, oh, I have 3 stocks, he only has 1, let me take this unnecessary risk. You have to just calm yourself and play your game, play regular.
Now, ADHD made a huge mistake there that Otori began to capitalize off of, and then excellent play enabled ADHD to play out of a corner, land a fair on Otori, and once again regains his lead and his position. Right now, Otori is in a very dangerous spot because he's in kill %, and any banana combo into down smash could potentially take him out. ADHD tries to read an air dodge down into the ground, doesn't quite get it, and then just completely does not punish Mach Tornado. He's off stage now. That's not where he wants to be. Back air puts Otori off the stage. He was looking probably for a dash attack to punish an air dodge into the ground.
Yeah, ADHD getting that angle with the peanuts, covering that whole edge.
Now ADHD is not quite at kill %. However, getting hit here could mean dying.
Oh, Wyatt trying to force that kill. Wow, ADHD.
That could be the stock.
So good.
Oh, great DI. ADHD really needs to hold this. And Otori takes out the stock. ADHD getting way too impatient there.
Yeah, that's a big, big loss for Team USA right there.
Yeah, Otori being able to secure 4 stocks is huge for the world. ADHD will have the opportunity to make that up in the next match, though. And ADHD closes it out with a down smash. 1 hit away from tying it up. Now 1 stock away from tying it up. 4 stocks by Otori. And now ADHD with 2 stocks remaining. Who will the world send in to fight him? I'm betting it's Ally. And I'm wrong. Mr. R getting sent up against ADHD.
This should be very exciting.
A little bit interesting for me, of course.
Yeah. You are the aficionado on this matchup, you and Wyatt.
Yeah.
So it's always a weird matchup as Marth. I feel.
Well, I have never felt, as most of the other Marths feel, that the matchup is in Diddy Kong's advantage. And Mr. R does have that technical prowess to be able to conquer bananas. So it is possible that he can pretty much get in there against ADHD. The question is, will he have the patience? Will he have the precision? Will he have the confidence?
Yeah, it's great when Marth has a banana in hand. Marth's glide toss is really, really good. It sends him very far, and he gets a lot of free, easy follow-ups that otherwise you have to work for with the bananas in hand. So utilizing Diddy's tools against him works very hard in Marth's favor. Also, when Diddy's off of the edge, Marth already has some tools to gimp Diddy Kong, especially out of his up B, like side B can do it. But with the banana in hand, that's just another weapon that Mr. R can use against him.
Yeah.
So.
Well, outside of the banana game, one thing I'm really looking for in this matchup is the Marth's ability to negotiate Diddy Kong's forward air. Because everyone says, oh, Marth's forward air is very, very powerful. And it is true, it's disjointed, and it can zone out Diddy Kong as well. However, Diddy Kong's forward air comes out extremely quickly, has a lot of range and a lot of base knockback.
Yes.
So a lot of times it just catches Marth players completely off guard, like, oh, this character is challenging my fair, challenging me in the air. And ADHD is not afraid. So a big deal of how this matchup will go depends heavily on how Mr. R can respond to, ADHD's fair game and his whole aerial game. Will he be able to land those juggles? All right. ADHD's going to drop a stock.
Of course, he takes forever.
And he forgets to drop a stock, but now will drop a stock. All right.
3, 2,
1, and the match is underway.
Oh.
Again, as I told you right away, that fair, no respect.
What a jerk.
Again, the fair, you just don't. Diddy Kong's mobility is extremely high. Diddy Kong, one of the reasons he's a powerful character is not even just because of his defensive zoning. It has to do with the fact that he has a lot of range, a lot of bursting potential. He can really come out and close gaps very quick. Right now, Mr. R trying to get a read.
Yeah, he's going for that spike right there.
It should be noted, Mr. R has not landed. The match does not slow down. ADHD is definitely not afraid of a peanut.
The ADHD hitting Mr. R with a banana and MikeHAZE freaking out.
Now, okay, personally, I think this is pretty dumb. Why would Orion send out Mr. R against ADHD? Orion trains with me, has practice with ADHD, knows that ADHD is great against Marth, has a positive record against every Marth in tournament. Like, what a dumb decision.
Well, sometimes the coach knows best, so let's see it. Mr. R comes through for him.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, that up smash, so damaging.
It looks like right now, ADHD is very likely. Yeah, he closed out the first stock, taking only 66%. And this very well could be a 2-stock. Mr. R has a lot of adapting to do in an unfamiliar matchup, and ADHD,
yeah,
he knows everything that's going on right now.
Yeah,
of course, Mr. R has tricks that I don't have, but
there are no Diddys at the caliber of ADHD out there in Europe, so.
Well, I believe his name is Luigi Player, is very strong. But to call him at the caliber of ADHD, that's yet to be seen. Additionally, just how often does Mr. R get to play with them in comparison to how often ADHD, I mean, this has got to be his second most practiced matchup after Meta Knight. ADHD makes a mistake there. However, he's not going to let it cost him his stock right away.
Yeah, ADHD's so good at using his bananas to cover his recovery.
And Mr. R trying to figure out a way inside the wall. He does not yet know the options.
Oh, the Diddy hump coming in handy.
And he's picking these.
Oh,
okay.
Oh my gosh! Almost gets the edge grab. Everyone thought the, ADHD was going to go for the infinite.
I just don't get it, folks. Why would you put ADHD up? I mean, why would you put Mr. R up against ADHD? That was like one of the big no-nos. Don't waste MikeNeko and don't waste Mr. R on ADHD. You want to send out one of the more powerful Meta Knights. And you know, you want to make sure QB's in the clutch because you want to make sure that he's there for the Meta Knights.
As ADHD falls to that tipper Nair.
Yeah, ADHD not like. And now it's even stock count, which means ADHD has tied up the crew battle. And if he takes out Mr. R right now, that will put USA in the lead. ADHD
nice up air.
is losing respect for Mr. R, and it's costing him tremendously.
Yeah, Mr. R landing a couple of aerials in a row. Letting ADHD grab the edge. He has to respect the side B.
Tipper Nair, excellent spacing on that Tipper Nair. Covers most options. Not wake-up attack, apparently. ADHD does have bananas in play.
Ooh, that down air tippering, bouncing ADHD off the stage. Mr. R with momentum now. Oh, running and letting ADHD get back to the center of the stage.
Mr. R is looking to close this out, trying to bring it home for the world. ADHD at kill percent. Side B tags in some damage. Power Shell, ADHD sends him off the edge, plucks out the bananas, gets a parry grab.
Nice read.
Mr. R drops the banana, picks up a second banana, does not land the neutral air to up tilt as he was looking for, and ADHD is in control.
Yeah, he has his bananas out now. One banana only in his possession.
Yeah.
Very
and again,
nice.
Diddy's fair. And they're screaming right now for Mr. R to choke. Whiffs an up B, trips on the banana. ADHD does not realize that his second banana is on the platform.
Wow.
And Mr. R goes glide toss in a tipper F smash, maintaining the lead for USA.
Wow, very, very well done, though, by ADHD. Kind of bringing it back. Otori, he did work, but ADHD closed the gap. Yeah. Very nice finish by Mr. R, though. That glide toss, the F smash tipper, very well done. I expect nothing less from Ramen, showing us that tech.
Yeah. So again, I think it was a really bad decision to send ADHD out early because they got their choice of who they wanted to lose the stocks to ADHD. It was pretty confirmed that ADHD was going to do complete work. He traded his 3 stocks for 3. Obviously, from the USA perspective, we wanted him to go 3 for 4. If he would have had, if he would have cleaned out Mr. R, that would have been ridiculous. And he almost did so even after dropping the stock to Otori, but unfortunately he didn't realize that banana was on that platform. The pressure was there. And now, MikeHAZE is not in this crew battle, but he's talking a lot of smack to Mr. R.
Yeah, everyone's like, oh, MikeHAZE stood up, going to the chair.
Yeah. Now, Mr. R is a really solid player to go up against the USA right now. And this puts USA in a really bad position because, as I mentioned, each team has 4 Meta Knights. You don't want to spend out your Meta Knights in dumb places. But right now, they're pretty much forced to send out a Meta Knight because you can't send out a second non-Meta Knight. You need those to fill the gaps of those matchups. You know what I'm saying? ADHD was one of those gap fillers. So you really need those alternative characters to fill the gaps to solve those other alternative matchups against the opponents and the players that are really good against Meta Knight, like ADHD. So pretty much USA's got to burn a second Meta Knight here, and they've got their choice between Nairo, Mewtwo and Tyrant. If it were me, I'd send in Tyrant because between Nairo and Mewtwo, those are both more powerful Meta Knights than Tyrant. And Mewtwo being extremely clutch in crews, Nairo being probably the most powerful player on the world team, definitely the most consistent. On the USA team, of course.
But
Tyrant is very good against. Oh, go ahead.
Well, we were watching before. Tyrant beat Leon and Mr. R in money matches.
Exactly. He beat them in money matches. And also, if there were ever a player that I wanted to rely on to just do one simple task, like Tyrant, can you clutch out this one stock against Mr. R before you drop a stock? Absolutely, I would rely on Tyrant to do that, especially against Marth since he has all that MikeHAZE experience. So I think that Tyrant is the best choice for this. Right now, it looks like they're going to send out Mewtwo. I got to tell you, these captains, man, I'm not agreeing with the calls here. Sending out ADHD early, that's a huge waste. Sending out Mr. R against ADHD, clearly a mistake. ADHD almost just won them the crew battle. If he would have just not gotten, you know, confused there, tried to double pluck a banana at the end right there. That was terrible. But if that would have not happened, ADHD would have a chance at another stock. And now we've got Mewtwo King versus Mr. R when Tyrant was almost clearly the better option. So let's see what happens. Like what scenario would you send out Tyrant in? Like, who's left? Or you want to send out Tyrant against Rain, Kakera, QB, MikeNeko? I guess you can save Tyrant for MikeNeko if it happens that way. That'll also be a good use of Tyrant, but I think here was the best use.
All right, and now we're starting. Now, Mewtwo King is really good versus Marth.
Yeah, he's very strong. I don't at all think that Mewtwo King will fail to take out this stock. But if there were a Marth that could take the first stock off Mewtwo King, it's Mr. R.
Yeah, definitely. That unpredictable style can really mess with Mewtwo King.
And he's very patient. He likes to just wait for you to do something punishable. Nice grab release in there. The timing on that is extremely tight. Yeah, but I would say Ramen's style kind of hard counters Mewtwo King because Mewtwo King uses a lot of dodge baits and, you know, he picks a lot of options that are punishable by anticipating and waiting, and that's what Mr. R's entire game is about, anticipating and waiting.
Yeah, M2K going for the juggle, getting a little bit of percent.
So far, Mr. R's got the lead. He's got the advantage. That could have been absolutely devastating for Mewtwo King. If he would have got grabbed on that platform, his stock was gone. It would have been grab release and a tipper forward smash. He would have died off the top. And GG USA. Even as it stands, Mr. R has again taken the lead back on this stock against Mewtwo King.
Mewtwo King going to take his time now. He's on the edge, trying to find a safe way back on. He needs to watch out for that air dodge to the ground, up B from Mr. R. Yeah. I can feel like that's going to come, especially if Mewtwo King Nado's back on.
Right now, only a tipper forward smash will kill Meta Knight. Mewtwo King getting a little antsy there. Goes for a down smash, trying to end it. Good up B cancel. And again, getting antsy.
Oh, wow.
And Mr. R takes the stock. I just do not feel like Mewtwo King was the correct option to send out right now. Mewtwo King also chokes under a lot of pressure, even though he's pretty good in cruise. But the pressure of taking off the stock is not exactly the same as the pressure of carrying the crew, if you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And I think putting him in that situation wasn't very smart. Sending Mewtwo King fresh is usually how I would play him. And they send in Zero to counter Mewtwo King. Now, I think ESAM and Larry will be able to take out Zero because Zero, while being a god in Meta Knight Dittos, not exactly the best at all those other matchups he's not super experienced in. And when you have Larry and ESAM, I mean, that's something that I would feel really comfortable sending Zero against. But right now, it's entirely possible that Zero's going to clean out Mewtwo King, and that'll put the world again in a massive advantage. I feel they played him incorrectly. Setting Tyrant would have been a much more solid option.
I feel like you're right. That Tyrant pick would have been a lot better, especially as we mentioned before. Tyrant won 2 money matches against both the European Marths today.
Yeah, absolutely.
So that would have been a better option.
Tyrant plays MikeHAZE all the time. I mean, MikeHAZE is even sitting right there. Tyrant and MikeHAZE are sitting right next to me. Everyone is gathered really close. Everyone's crowding around. Clash Tournament 0
versus Clash Tournament's Mewtwo King. Chivo has a monopoly.
Monopoly on these players right now.
He's building an army.
Yeah, international army.
We must stop this man before he takes over the world.
I'm trying to find out what these Clash Tournament benefits are. I mean, 2 of the smartest players I know, Mewtwo King and Zero, are on there. Don't be surprised if you see CT Pierce coming up at Apex 2014. Or even before that.
CT, SWR, CT Gunblade, commentary extraordinaire.
ZBCT.
Now this pick right now for Team World is a big pick for them.
Yeah.
Zero took out Mewtwo King twice in the tournament before Apex. Zero style does give Mewtwo King a little bit of trouble.
Yeah, Mewtwo King has got 2 stocks. He is not very enthusiastic about this. He's down a stock against Zero.
Both players kind of feeling each other out now.
Now, I have to say this about Mewtwo King. I'm very surprised his style has not evolved, because Mewtwo King is very much the same Meta Knight that he was in 2010. He obviously improved a lot from 2008 to 2010, and he's obviously improved from 2010 now to 2013. But his style has remained largely the same, despite the fact that new, better styles have been invented.
Yeah, definitely. A lot of players have evolved over time. Mewtwo King kind of takes the same philosophy towards his play, towards many of his matches. And most of the time that works for him because of his style of play and just how he understands the game. It really comes through for him, but sometimes that's really his Achilles heel that works against him.
He really, the crowd cheer for Mewtwo King, and you know, I know there's a part of Mewtwo King that's slightly distracted by this, and there's a bigger part of him that's really, really hyped to have the crowd behind him, because he always complains, no one ever cheers for me in Brawl, because for such a long time he was not the underdog, but now with so many powerhouses coming out, he's a new favorite to win. That was an excellent option, and Mewtwo King really has Zero on the ropes right now. If he's able to keep up this pressure and close out the stock, he could very well be taking the world back into the, taking the world out of the lead.
Mewtwo King with a low end percent, but Zero's still up a stock.
Yeah. Relatively even. Mewtwo King playing smart and safe. Zero getting a bit impatient there. Nice option coverage by Mewtwo King.
Oh.
And again punishing that glide.
Yeah, very nice. Watching Zero glide back. Goes out with Nairo.
Mewtwo King not really respecting Zero right there. Goes for that down smash at the edge.
Wow, footstool down
there, yeah.
Works every time.
No, up B will, yeah, I was about to say, he's definitely going to punish that glide. 2 up Bs. 3 up Bs.
Wow.
No, that's way too stale to kill. But a neutral air closes out the stock. Zero is using a pressure over patience philosophy here. Not to say that he's not being patient, but he is going in when he has the lead. And it's paying off for him. Nice.
Oh, wow, that was very impressive. That turnaround fall through the platform. Wow, stops Tornado with glide attack. Oh,
King choking
grab.
very slightly. A down smash backside would have punished that for great reward.
Both players trying to find their way in. Mewtwo King looking for that first kill on Zero. Zero just trying to add up that bonus damage, that 11%. Any damage is good damage for him at this point.
I like the options Mewtwo King chose there, even though Zero had excellent defense. That'll do it. Up B counters in there. We got pretty much a clean match here, not counting Mewtwo King's initial disadvantage. Mewtwo King basically needs to kill Zero before Zero kills him to at least trade even with his stocks. If Zero has a 2-stock advantage, the world will be sitting really cozy in terms of the remainder of this crew battle.
Mewtwo King still on the edge.
Has the patience.
The scariest thing you can ever see in the whole world is if Mewtwo King had the lead right now with 94 minutes.
Yeah, this is true.
Clock. Oh, very nice swerving that Nairo.
Nice.
Nice combination.
That'll be 30%.
Yeah, very, very crisp.
That was huge. I'm sorry, that was so impressive.
Yeah.
Down tilt. Read any dodge option with Mock Tornado. Chases through the roll. Pops him out of it. Does a run up air into up B. Oh my gosh, he really wanted to connect that glide attack, but he's just nervous. To be honest, like, I don't even feel that the Meta Knight should cover the up B at the edges there in the high level, because they all know that it's going to be covered. They don't throw the up B. They're not going to run into something dumb.
Yeah. Very nice retreating fair by M2K.
That trip will cause him to lose momentum, but he regains it back quickly. What a spot dodge. That was incredibly risky option, as was that Mock Tornado. Don't agree with that. See, again, nobody's going to pick up B there.
Yeah.
Of course, you use Tornado off the ledge to cover the up B, but nobody's going to pick it. Zero not respecting Mewtwo spacing. Goes for a Nair. Trying to read an air dodge. The air dodge does not come out. Good DI by Mewtwo off that down tilt.
Yeah, very nice. Mewtwo just getting his spacing back, but goes that grounded up B, glides right into Zero.
That's it.
Oh, wow.
And Zero lends a really, really low shuttle loop to secure a powerful lead for the world team. With Mewtwo already knocked out of Team USA, there is a lot of weight on Tyrant's shoulders. He is one of 2 Meta Knights remaining. I'm expecting to see ESAM coming up next. And there it is. You have to play ESAM now. And I really, really, really wanted to see them hold on to ESAM as long as they could.
ESAM is definitely the wild card for Team USA.
Yeah. It was ESAM and ADHD, but they wasted ADHD so terribly. So now they're going to have to send out ESAM. After ESAM, what do you have left? You have Vinnie, of course, the other Ice Climber players, because ESAM uses Ice Climbers and Pikachu. And of course, if character locked, he's going to be Pikachu, which is really strong. But
so right now, to update you on what the rosters look like, Team USA is left with Vinnie, Nairo, Tyrant, DEHF, and ESAM. The world team is left with Rain, Kakera, Zero, 9B, and MikeNeko and Ally.
Yeah, it's MikeNeko, by the way.
MikeNeko, I'm sorry. I'm so American.
Yeah. The world has a 2-stock lead, almost a full player ahead. Can ESAM bring it back for USA?
It's a 5 to 6 lead now in players for the world. Wow.
Yeah.
Let's see how Zero handles this. Has Zero ever faced a Pikachu of ESAM's caliber before?
I mean, there's no
has
such
anybody
thing. There's no such thing.
Has anybody ever?
Well, there's a very, very skilled Pikachu in Japan. But to say a Pikachu of ESAM's caliber, you mean ESAM. And I don't think ESAM and Zero have played before.
Hey!
The stock count is 15 to 17 in favor of the world. So ESAM has a lot of ground to make up. He does score the first 2 hits against Zero. And Zero is approaching this matchup in what I would consider to be the wrong way, because air camping against Pikachu, not effective. Not effective.
That's the position that Pikachu wants to get you in, to get those little hits to juggle you around.
Right, his vertical burst is amazing, and I would much rather, nickel and dime him to death with tilts and just outplaying him on the ground. Not to say that ESAM has no ground game, but
you rather fight that demon than the stronger one.
Yeah, I'd rather not give up my positional advantage for free.
Zero so smooth with those shuttle loops. Great cancels. Thunder Jolt's coming in handy right there.
ESAM so good at the hit and run game, but best be assured, as soon as ESAM lands a solid hit, he's gonna go in.
Oh, I know ESAM wanted that cancel on that. Very nice down throw to Nair.
ESAM has momentum. Zero's not having any of it. He goes straight away. He's like, wait a minute, I'll get it back to the ground. Something's up.
Oh no, DI!
And that 7-hit combo will straight up eliminate that stock.
Yes, 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 yes.
The cheer coming out from USA right now.
Yeah, shout out to Daniel Bryan. WWE is awesome. Watch the Royal Rumble. But USA versus the world. Right now, ESAM taking that stock off of Zero.
And now everyone can see, oh my God.
Oh, the chain grab.
Now everyone sees why I say, who's going to win Apex? I'm favoring ESAM. I've always thought ESAM was one of the best players in the world.
Yeah, I actually told the guy, I said, I think you're the smartest Brawl player. He goes, oh, thanks, that's a nice compliment. I'll take it, but it's Ally. But I was like, no, man, you're the smartest guy in the world. He's like, all right, I'm the smartest guy in the world.
He's so patient and so precise, and just no one knows what to do against Pikachu. And
oh my gosh.
Oh my god.
Wow. Zero is being
If
red
ESAM
like Twilight right now.
And ESAM right now has a huge advantage, and if he kills Zero without dropping this stock, the score will be tied.
Oh!
And that's it! ESAM ties it up! Just completely destroys Zero.
Yes, yes.
ESAM, folks, destroying the lead that the world has generated. Bringing it back 15 to 15 stocks. I told you they would have to send out ESAM to take care of Zero, and now you understand why. ESAM's power level, too fierce. He is just ready to fight Meta Knights, and especially Meta Knights that don't know what they're doing.
And now ESAM gets to face the man himself.
No, QB.
Yep, QB.
QB. Now this is really lame because ESAM knows the matchup. Pikachu versus Ice Climbers is terrible. And that's why I said they want to save ESAM till late. I said they have to send out ESAM to deal with Zero.
Yep.
But they want to save him till late. And the reason why they want to send him out late is because of QB. They want to send out ESAM after QB is eliminated because this is character lock. Normally in tournament, ESAM would ditto QB here and go Ice Climbers against Ice Climbers. However, he does not have that option. So this is going to be a very slow, boring match, folks.
Now ESAM does have high-level Ice Climbers himself, so maybe he can pull out some knowledge from a character he actually plays as a secondary, as a true secondary, and see what he can do. But we probably will be seeing a lot of platform camping, a lot of Thunder Jolt.
Just straight up camp.
Alex Drive hype. Big crowd watching right now, as you see on the screen. We're packed to the brim.
So can ESAM make up for the mistakes made earlier? He was forced to go in earlier than I anticipated. And now he has to play a terrible matchup. And he is prepared.
And we got 98 minutes on the clock. We got time.
I would call this the bathroom break, folks.
Hey, look at that time. Look at the time.
Now technically, first damage. Oh, no, second damage.
Oh, and getting back to that platform.
Yeah. Now, the one thing ESAM has to realize is the burden is no longer on him to recover the lead. The lead has been recovered. ESAM can camp to his heart's content because, well,
to a certain extent he can, because timeout doesn't help you.
Yeah, exactly. There's no threat of the timeout. Unlike in a regular match, ESAM would have to be worried about the game going to time. That is not applicable here. He has all the time he needs to figure out a way to make something magical happen. Excellent read by QB, but also
very nice.
It's
and
that
mashing bashes out.
Ice Climbers are so lame, man. I hate this character.
That's gonna cost him.
Stock. I don't know why ESAM would get so impatient, but I'm not really expecting QB to drop this.
No. Oh, wow. All right, now ESAM down to stock. Tried to use the invincibility to get something going.
The QB's not having it, only at 8% now. All right, he landed a little damage, and that's all he can take. There wasn't enough of an advantage to really produce solid results, but we'll take every little bit we can get at this point. Again, I feel like ESAM made a huge mistake going in right there. The burden was no longer on him to make the first move. He could have just waited for QB.
Oh!
He's got them separated, but the platform carried him away from the ice climbers. QB had intelligent DI to go not only up and out, but away from the direction of the platform.
Yeah, it was a very nice attempt by QB. Platform canceling, trying to get that grab. There's a down there on Nana.
They are separated.
Will he take advantage? Oh, wow, and a nice
very
save.
Smooth gameplay.
Yeah, ESAM just couldn't get the hit on Nana. That's a big play right there. We missed out on that.
He's not going to have many opportunities like that. So let's hope he can really take advantage of the next one. There it goes, back throw.
Oh, man, he should have just up smashed.
That's safe. That'll be safe on block. Yeah, that won't be grabbable. And here's a big one. That closes out Nana's stock. We can play a little bit of Smash Bros now.
And now the action starts.
Or not quite. ESAM still realizes that the stock is precious. He can get solo chain grab, and he's not going to rush things.
Yeah.
He's going to take his time.
ESAM doing his thing. Oh,
nice.
So quick.
He's like a mongoose.
Oh, and gets back. It's always scary when Pikachu misses that thunder off the edge.
Yeah, excellent aerial spacing by QB. Great patience.
Oh, it messes up the down throw.
It looks like ESAM's not the only one choking right now. Yes.
Oh, nice nair. Conditioning.
I like the conditioning. Yeah, exactly. D-tilt, thunder roll, D-tilt, D-tilt. What comes next?
Yeah, run up nair. Yeah, Pikachu, a very quick character. Make QB's eyes just adjust to him jumping in the air, running in on a different viewpoint. Catching Nana. Oh, lands that little up air right before catching the edge.
Now this is good because he separated the percent differential between Popo and Nana. And what that means is that if he lands a hit, they will go flying back at different knockbacks. ESAM making huge reads right now.
Oh, wow. Nana with a clutch up smash right there. Relieving QB
that
from
balloon.
the pressure.
And did QB know he was ready to go in on ESAM right there? Did he know about the balloon? ESAM slowly working his way back into this game.
Oh, and a nice read on the roll.
Again.
Very nice mash out. ESAM safe once more, wiping the sweat off of his brow.
Now, ESAM's a really smart player. I don't think he will make that mistake a third time. It happens once. All right, it happens twice. Okay. But a third time, not quite sure.
Oh, and that down throw.
Technical error. Definitely meant to be a down throw.
Oh.
2 back airs. Great recovery by ESAM. This. Okay.
Wow, it makes it back. I saw JG out the corner of my eye like, what?
That's costly.
Wow.
Yeah. He picks Thunder because it's that safe, invincible option.
Yeah, and you get that.
It's a lot safer than it looks.
You get that advantage if the Thunderbolt actually hits you, too.
Great zoning by QB, trying to keep Nana protected. Zoning ESAM effectively while still being very minimalistic. Smart of QB to jump. He knows ESAM's going to be looking for Nana to cross him up. But it is still close. ESAM's got to watch out for that back air.
Very nice. Good choice to escape right there. Go back to your base, back to the platform.
Oh.
And up smash connects.
And ESAM takes the lead back. Now, I'd just like to mention, it started at 90. Oh! All right, I was going to say this started at 99.99. We're now almost down at 92, so this would be the 7-minute mark.
Yep, of a regular
and
match.
ESAM's going in. Oh. Now, here's what would be truly legendary. If ESAM 2-stocks QB, because QB's going to go for that aggression right now. You see he's getting impatient.
Oh,
no, not quite.
Wow. He got the trade on
He got the
Thunder.
trade, yeah, but 2 ice climbers is harder than 1. ESAM taking a big risk there. He knows if he eliminates that stock, it'll be huge. But the burden is still on QB to approach.
Oh,
nice.
Very nice.
Excellent. And is this Nana? This could be Nana. Not quite Nana, but Nana's launched off.
Yeah,
QB
Nana
zoning.
with the Nana with
A
the
side B.
DI.
Nope, an up B. QB knocked out. Nana knocked up. QB hit.
Oh my gosh. QB doing everything he can to save
Getting that
Nana.
recovery. Nana's still not out of there. This Nana has the best DI I've ever seen.
Oh my gosh.
How many thunders? And Nana's out of there. No more infinite. Neutral air. ESAM. I told you guys. That's it.
JV!
ESAM takes it out. JV2.
A JV2.
And did I not say, imagine if ESAM two-stocks QB, and he was so close because he did not get hit on his final stock. So close. ESAM completely wiping out Zero, wiping out QB, and still has a stock left to go. Who are they going to send after him next? I would say MikeNeko, probably the best choice, but no, actually, no. Okay, personally, I think Marth against Pikachu, not free, but like solid for Marth.
See that?
ESAM super confident against Marth. He thinks Pikachu has the advantage. So I wouldn't want to send out Ally. Ally's character locked in a Snake. You don't want to send.
Yeah,
you
you
don't
can't
want to
send Snake.
You can't send
You can't
Snake
send
against
Snake.
ESAM Pikachu. He's gonna chain grab you.
Yeah,
he's gonna
it's
combo
over.
you. He has the MVD experience, and then all they have left is like a bunch of Meta Knights and MikeNeko. So right now, ESAM getting through QB is absolutely huge. That is 100% what the USA team needed to throw themselves not only back into this crew battle, but in the lead. And now ESAM, looking like one of the most powerful players in the world, is sitting cozy left on another stock, and he has shown he is clutch, he is precise, and he's going to take it all the way.
Now, a little update on the rest of the rosters for each crew. Team USA has Vinnie, Nairo, Tyrant, DEHF, and ESAM down to his last stock. The world team has Rain, Kakera, MikeNeko, and Ally.
Yes. So now it is, I believe, 13 stocks to 12 in favor of USA. And now things are suddenly looking really cozy for USA because even when ESAM falls, Vinnie, Nairo, Tyrant, and Larry, like, Larry is really, really, really good to have in your anchor, as well as Nairo, and of course Vinnie. The Ice Climbers on the Japanese team has been eliminated, but the Ice Climbers on the US team is still very healthy. So let's see what happens left. There's only 2 Meta Knights left on both teams. The world team is deliberating.
Dan.
Who?
JG.
And I've got to say, this is looking pretty dangerous with Otori out and Nairo still in.
You
But
wanna know
Kakera is very strong.
You want to know something interesting that we didn't mention yet?
What's up?
One thing we didn't mention, there are no Warios.
Yeah, I thought Abandando was going to be playing.
Yeah.
I thought, wait, if Abandando switched to Ally, I thought Leon was going to be playing. Or maybe Abandando was a sub. Maybe he was a sub. Yeah. I think that's pretty interesting, but I also think Wario's pretty free, so. Shout out to all the Wario mains watching at home. I know you guys think, oh, this guy Piercy hates on Wario a lot, but I love a lot of Wario mains. Shout out to Malcolm. Shout out to Hunger. All right.
Yep.
Shout out to Reflex.
Yep.
3 of my favorite, most inspirational players.
Now that's like I always say, like people can say like, oh, Pierce hates Wario, oh, he's dumb. Well, Sonic sucks. Rob sucks. Yoshi sucks.
I have no problem in terms of.
Why do you play these characters? No, I'm just kidding though. But no, they're pretty bad.
Don't
but if
play
you
low
like,
tiers.
yeah, if you like those characters though, then
that.
all power to you if you want it. And some people are good with them, yeah. Like Chibo, that's my boy. He plays Rob. Or X, he's here.
Yeah.
He plays Sonic.
He plays Sonic.
Why do you? I told him, why do you play Sonic? He goes, I can't play anyone else. I was like, then I guess you gotta play Sonic. Shout-outs to Delta Cod over in Alaska.
Who is being sent in? Zero's been eliminated. Otori's been eliminated. Mr. R's been eliminated. That's very, very strong. That's like two of, I would say Zero and Otori were their more powerful Meta Knights. You know what I mean? Like Kakera and Rain are nothing to sleep on. And Rain especially, well, I can't even say Rain especially. Kakera and Rain, nothing to sleep on. Neither of them, like they're both top class. But if I had to pick between whether I would want to go up against Rain and Kakera or Otori and Zero, especially in a Meta Knight crew, in a Meta Knight stack crew battle, I would definitely pick, you know, Otori and Zero. They're just so strong at Ditto. So now that they've been eliminated by the variables that the USA has,
but in no means can you sleep on Kakera and Rain.
Yeah, in no means.
No means.
This crew battle is far from one.
Oh yeah, Japan has that four-headed Meta Knight monster with Otori, with Rain, with Kakera. Yeah, I know. I would say, actually, it's a three-headed monster. I was going to say Zero's from Japan, but I'm a moron.
And now ESAM is still not sure. ESAM is still not sure.
But for the
who they sent.
For the crew, two of the Meta Knight heads have been cut. Two remain.
On both sides.
And to be honest with you, the Meta Knight I'm scared of is Rain. I'm scared that Rain is going to like destroy.
The U.S. crowd is cheering DQ. They're like, what's taking so long to send up an opponent against this one-stock Pikachu?
Hurry up. Hurry. No, I'm just kidding. No, this is serious business. Nasus. Serious Nasus. It's Nasus. Shouts to Nasus, top lane with Iceborne Gauntlet.
The world must be in fierce deliberation right now.
Right, you heard me, Dan? That's the shout-outs to Nasus, top lane with Iceborne Gauntlet.
I did hear.
Yeah, it's so stupid.
Iceborne Gauntlet, I don't know.
A
lot of people like it. I still think it's slightly overrated, but maybe I will change my mind over time.
If you do that, I'll love you forever. Oh, but...
Oh, that is God tier. That is God tier.
ESAM. JG.
ESAM typing hidden messages to you guys right now. It was singed the whole time.
Yeah. Nairo, cable's calling you.
Yeah. I have no idea what this holds up is.
Orion timing us out.
Yeah, at character select.
All right, who are you sending in? Sorry for the wait. We're having some translation issues.
All right. Do we have a choice? All right, it will be Rain.
Yeah, I know. Ally, Elliot, Ally.
Now, I actually agree with this choice. For once, I agree with the choice. I mean, I agreed with the ESAM choice because it was mandatory. I just thought it would have been better if ESAM was able to go after QB, but then he just destroyed QB anyway. But I do think Rain was the correct choice for two reasons. You have MikeNeko and Ally, and you want to save MikeNeko. Probably I would send MikeNeko up against Larry. You don't want to just send, even though Larry's experienced against Marth, it's in the Marth's favor, and you don't want to send Larry into his most practiced matchup of Meta Knight. Although, you know, he's still pretty practiced in the Marth matchup due to his experience against MikeHAZE. Sorry, why did that freeze in my mind so hard? But yeah, Larry does have the matchup experience because of MikeHAZE, but Marth is still a solid choice. You really don't want to send Ally up in waste stocks against ESAM. So it's either you send MikeNeko and see what happens, or you save him to take out some Meta Knights, which is what you're banking on.
Yeah.
Or you send Rain or Kakera. And in terms of who I think is going to be better at a random matchup, I would send it to Rain. I would send Kakera up against another Meta Knight whenever that happens.
Yeah, that's a good point. I think Rain is more versatile when it comes to different characters in the game.
First,
Kakera has all that practice versus his brother.
Brother Otori. There's one, Kakera has tons of practice against Otori because they're brothers. And there's two, Rain used to play Falco, so he understands the game from other characters' perspective a little bit better. So now it is Rain versus ESAM. ESAM down to 1 stock. USA leading the crew battle very slightly, 13 stocks to 12. That is a comeback, though.
Cable just wording to me right now. He goes, "That's my boy, Rain." Shout out to Rain, man. Not Rain Man, but Rain.
Yeah.
Call my man.
Yeah, but shout out to Rain, man. All right.
All right.
Smashville. ESAM's got to drop 2 before we can get this underway. He fails.
All right. 3, 2, 1. Quit life.
All right.
Oh,
nice.
2 hits, 16%.
Yeah, that was very good. Now, for those that don't know, Pikachu's down smash has 2 hitboxes. It has one
down air?
when you just, down air has 2 hitboxes. One when you throw it in the air, and another one when Pikachu lands. And it was very, very good of ESAM to realize, oh, I connected this, and I can fastball onto this platform to produce a second hitbox and make 16% happen. However, Pikachu can choose not to fastball. Nice bait. Pikachu can choose not to fastball, and he will auto-cancel the down air in that the lag will finish from the move, and he'll be in neutral once he lands. So a lot of options coming out from that move.
Very nice. That's a good option by ESAM, knowing that down smash was shield poke.
ESAM, despite being at a disadvantage, is putting a lot of pressure on Rain right now. Rain's not really understanding the matchup too much. I'm thinking that he's going to start reading these down air punish attempts, and he's probably going to start upbeating some of ESAM's approaches. Now, if ESAM turns that into conditioning, that could be a big deal. Rain is relying on Mach Tornado while he doesn't know the matchup, because even though he's not getting too much of a positive result from it, he is not really getting punished by it too hard, so I guess he's assuming that Pikachu cannot punish Mach Tornado very well. That's not 100% true, but we'll see how the match unfolds.
ESAM going for that down smash again. Rain with an impressive read. Oh, goes to that shuttle loop. Oh.
Now, one thing I have to applaud Rain on is Pikachu is tied for best spot dodge in the game. He's one of the top 5. And, oh my god, why would Rain get hit by that? I mean,
he was lucky that was a sour spot.
Just anything at all. Yeah, ESAM not really falling for that roll cross up as hard as he was before.
Oh, wow. Rain barely getting out of the range of ESAM.
That's big.
Oh, and the read up smash.
Yeah. That up smash is slightly stale. It will not kill. However, ESAM has other methods of closing out a stock.
ESAM trying to find his way back in. Tries to get that trip with the jab. Oh, and that F tilt. And gets him.
Dropped the first one.
ESAM staking his claim for MVP of this crew battle.
MVP?
Yep.
You said MVD. I think you meant MVP.
MVP?
Yeah.
I said MVD?
Yeah.
Oh, all right.
Good pun.
He could be him anyway, or I don't care.
Nice momentum cancel.
Yeah, very nice.
MVD is ESAM's doubles partner. They didn't do too hot. That's a pretty legendary team. Bad DI will catch it off. And ESAM takes the stock off of Rain. 6 stocks captured by ESAM. 2 off of 0, 3 off of QB, and 1 off of Rain. Throws the U.S. into a massive lead. Well, no, a minor lead, but from a deficit. From a 2-stock deficit to a 1-stock advantage. ESAM is a hero today. Somebody get this man a flag.
Definitely. Now, if you're just joining us, or after the wait you forgot, Team USA, Vinnie, Nairo, Tyrant, and now Larry going up Def, entering with his Falco versus Rain. For the world team, Rain, as I mentioned, Kakera, MikeNeko, and Ally are still up. Now at this point with Rain down the stock, I would say right now, the guy that I'm looking at this list, toward the end of this list, there's one name sticking out to me.
Ally.
And that's Ally. With ESAM gone, that's a huge
open window for him.
Yep.
All right. Now, I'm kind of lukewarm on this Larry pick. I don't think it's a bad pick at all.
Yes!
However, Rain used to play Falco, so he knows Falco very well. But then again, in tournament earlier, Rain was struggling against Bleachy-Ghost Falco. So let's see what happens.
Oh, hey!
Gets that grab.
Hey!
Missile combo.
All right, just going for the guaranteed stuff. Oh, nice try in that up smash out of shield.
Good patience by Rain, realizing he was going to get hit there, and simply pausing.
Oh.
Larry really putting in work right now. His SDI is phenomenal. You really couldn't tell SDI because that wasn't a multi-hit move. But he was able to get out of that down air string quite early.
Oh, Larry just up here. Nice phantasm right there.
Wow.
Oh,
Larry just putting himself in favorable positions.
oh
Nice
wow.
grab.
Yeah, that was a really
That was
good
huge.
grab.
Yeah. Rain forcing his way in way too hard. You should see that Larry is that smart type of patient player that you don't want to force your way into. If I were him, I would just try and nickel and dime Larry, just poke him up a little bit. Good read by both players.
Wow,
Nice
what a
power
grab.
shield. Larry's not landing his Dacus. For those of you who don't know, that stands for dash attack canceled up smash, and it enables you to do a dashing up smash at superior speed and range.
Yep, and then you might hear us mention something called a B Dacus, which is a buffered Dacus.
That's a little too much for the folks at
Yeah.
home. Maybe not, maybe not.
Basically, it sends them farther. It makes them slide basically across the hat.
It's actually the same thing. It's just that you buffered the input at the cooldown of another move. But there's no reason to get into the mechanics here. Rain's gonna plank it out. Larry just waiting, and for once he didn't wait. He anticipated a dash up shield.
Very nice, that run-up grab.
There was the Dacus there. A little slow on it. And great DI by Rain. Rain's going to look for the shuttle loop. Larry's nose is coming.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
B reversal laser up smash. Very nice. That solid Falco play right there. Textbook. Nice dare, though, by Rain, putting Larry in this position by the edge. And that reflector, get off of me. Now,
if Larry gets this grab, that will be absolutely huge.
Yeah, Rain going for those. Wow, Larry living on the wild side. Oh, and then the
He
SD!
self-destructs. And he apologizes to his team saying, go man, go man. Now the world is an entire 3 stocks ahead. They have an entire character ahead. So it looks like Larry was the perfect choice to send in. It happens to be so coincidental, but I have a funny story about this.
All right.
When I went to Genesis 1, the original Genesis, it was my first far away tournament. I went. It wasn't my first national because on East Coast we had nationals, but it was my first national that I had to hop in a plane and travel to.
Okay.
I went to Genesis 1, and we did crew battles. All right. It was an early crew battle. It wasn't that serious. It wasn't that hype. We just had a bunch of East Coast versus West Coast, but I was obviously amongst all the top players on the East Coast, I was strong, but I was in the kind of B class player. I wasn't what you would have for the ideal first pick, but we were in Cali, so you had to pick who you could choose. So Larry's at 1 stock. They send in me because I'm really strong against Falco. I play Marth. Sure. I get the grab with Marth on Falco. All that's left is a chain grab to the edge.
Yep.
Down throw. All guaranteed. All 100% zero death. I do it. I down throw. Lila tilts. I mess up hogging the edge. And Larry comes back, recovers. So I had him by the throat. He recovers and 3 stocks me. I was devastated the entire day. I almost cried. So I can definitely understand Rain's pain right now, where it's like, oh, I just dropped the ball versus Larry and Cruz, because I have been through a much worse version of that experience. But right now, there's higher stakes on the line. This isn't just, amateur East Coast versus West Coast.
Oh, no, this is the real
USA
deal.
versus the world right now.
And there's a lot of pride on the line here.
Absolutely.
Going into this, we view our our brethren from across the Atlantic as our rivals.
Yeah, absolutely. We have a
Across
lot
the
of
Pacific,
respect
too.
and a lot of love for the Japanese player. And right now, Larry's playing with that Masha tag, trying to give a shout out to his Japanese cohort. Masha, for those that don't know, is a Japanese Falco player. And he's saying, listen, it can be done. That was me. That was me at Genesis 1. Just throwing your life away against Larry.
Wow, now I know this is MikeHAZE's week. Hey. Yeah, nice try, Larry.
Get outplayed. Oh my gosh. Look at it, folks. I'm really not trying to fight that, to be honest with you. I wouldn't want to. I really would not want to fight it. If I had to fight Larry in tournament, I'd be like, it's all right, you got the win. No, just kidding. But Larry, very, very powerful, respectable player.
Larry doing the derp walk.
Pivot walkings create a smooth movement while giving you increased movement speed because your turnaround animation on a walk is faster than your normal walking animation for most characters, meaning that turning around repeatedly while moving in one direction actually produces a higher max speed than walking while still leaving you with all those neutral options that you don't get while dashing.
I actually do it sometimes with Marth.
Yeah. Well, it's very effective with Marth because Marth's walk speed is already really, really high. It was really, really popular on Marth for a while, and now we just occasionally use it as a gimmick. But I would say at the height of Marth metagame, we would use it all the time. And now we're still looking. I mean, Rain eliminated. Vicen and Larry, not too much thought onto it, and now they're trying to choose. I mean, they've only got but so many people to choose from. Kakera, MikeNeko, and Ally. They've got one Meta Knight left on their team. Rain's been taken out. And you remember me and Gunblade were just saying, Rain is, you know, that threat. And now Rain's gone. So, they're down. They still got Nairo to deal with. They still got Vinnie to deal with. Tyrant's sitting there waiting in the wings in case he needs to come out for any reason.
Yeah.
Tyrant just told me he won't be playing today. He's confident that Larry will clean up. Of course, Tyrant and Larry are long-term rivals and close friends, and Tyrant's confidence in Larry is maximum. He knows, he's like, Larry's just going to clean this up right quick. He's not going to lose to MikeNeko. That's a Marth. He's not going to lose to Ally. That's a Snake. He's not going to lose to Kakera. That's a Meta. Larry's just not going to lose. So he's confident.
Yeah, Larry, the 2010 Apex champion.
Yes.
Larry is the man.
So it looks like Kakera and MikeNeko are fighting over a chance to fight Larry. Is that what this is?
They're gonna go outside in the parking lot and fight it out, and Lurr comes back.
Oh my god.
They're gonna face Larry.
Kakera, MikeNeko, and Ally, and I can clearly see why the world team would want to have Allies at anchor. Obviously, no disrespect to Leon whatsoever. Love him tremendously. But if I want an anchor on my team, Ally's going to be that guy.
Yep.
If ever there were a man to come back from a situation like this, it'd be Ally. He has a positive record against the vast majority of the U.S.
As the Japanese kind of talk it over, MikeHAZE and Larry just gonna mess around a little bit.
You know, I actually started doing up tilt out of the final down throw. I really like the follow-up options on it. D-tilt is also good, but I wouldn't do that against Marth. I probably wouldn't up tilt Marth either. I'd probably just take that up smash.
I like what Nairo does. He down throws and does the weak hit of bear into regrab.
Look at Larry's pressure options here, folks. It's like, just when you think it's over, like, the U.S. Meta Knights are not really getting stumped out, but like, U.S. is trailing behind. And they're like, you silly people. We got ADHD, we got Larry, we got ESAM. Everyone's talking about how powerful these Meta Knights are. And the US pulls out all these random characters, and it's like, what the heck?
Yeah, definitely. Right now, if I had to give the award for most valuable player, definitely ESAM.
See?
Yep, he pulled a Gunblade.
The Pierce. No, that's Pierce at Genesis. Saving Larry. But oh, by the way, shout out to that DI. He did not get stage spiked to that by that up B. One of my favorite options. I think did I tell Larry that option? That option's so good.
Oh wow.
Yeah, but shine out of a non-down throw, even out of down throw sometimes. But usually most Falcons would prefer to go for the B deck. But just catch them on the bad DI.
Yeah.
What?
Yeah. Once again, this is a friendly just between MikeHAZE and Larry as the world team prepares their next.
Yeah. They have only got 3 players left, MikeNeko, Kakera, and Ally. So we're just keeping Larry warm. MikeHAZE helping his brother out. That West Coast pride. I've got so much love for West Coast. After Genesis 1, again, that was a very memorable tournament for me. Damn Tyrant. Oh, the day of Tyrant, yeah. Absolutely.
Once again, the process is taking long because basically Orion is the captain of the world team, and things need to be translated from Japanese to English, then translated to Ally.
I don't see why that's taking long because I mean, Aryuta is right here.
So
he's literally sitting right next to me. Oh, that was way greedy. Why is Larry alive? His wrists. And Larry and Mike just laugh off the game. They pick so many risky options. Oh, MikeNeko into the bathroom. It was probably one of those, oh, really smooth by Larry. It was probably one of those situations where he didn't want to leave. Why did Mike not just instantly up B to the ledge? Not sure about that. All right. Our potential Japanese saviors have returned. I'm sorry, me and Tyrant were just having a moment because we were just analyzing that option of not up being to the ledge. We were like, what was that all about?
I'm over here laughing at Cable because Cable keeps making fun of everybody. And I'm joining him.
Emotional?
Falco.
MikeNeko is holding his controller. Kakera has been seated next to me. It looks like MikeNeko is going in. And they're still talking it over.
Pierce, I was making fun of you.
Were you?
Yeah.
That's all right.
You were looking over there, but then I gave the heart.
All right.
See, I'm not scared. I was making fun. When you were talking, I was like, ha, 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 like that.
Sounds just like me.
Just to be crazy. for no reason. Hey, I admitted it.
Yeah, and it will be MikeNeko
I'm
going up
silly
against
right now.
Larry. I would suspect Larry's feeling pretty confident. I don't know if MikeNeko has any Falco experience, but I can find out.
Marth.
Does MikeNeko have Falco experience? Does he play Masha?
Mike.
Oh, okay.
Mike.
Okay, so apparently they were playing yesterday in friendlies, and I'm told MikeNeko was dominant against Larry. So let's see what happens here. Dominant is what the world team needs to get back into this crew battle. They are down a whopping 3 stocks, and we are in the latter half of the crew battle.
Yeah, definitely. They need a big showing now from their last 3 guys to bring this back. USA with 3 left in the tank and Larry left to go.
Yeah. So if MikeNeko clutches this out, it could throw the world back into this, but if he fails, it will be all up to Kakera and allies. So he really, really needs to take out at least Larry. Finally, the wait is over. Both players showing a lot of respect.
Larry catching that little jab.
Both players understanding
Ooh,
how amazing
combo.
a jab is, but Larry playing really smart, really patient. He knows that both players want the grab, so he's just using options that beat it. I would not have personally gone for that side B. That was hugely risky. Smart of Larry,
nice
DI'd into him. Wow, MikeNeko's power shielding really strong right here. And he's got the trap. Nope, Larry falls to the edge and MikeNeko backs off. He doesn't want to get side B through.
Wow, very nice by Larry.
He's making great reads.
Yeah. Oh, wow. That rush reverse.
That's good. That's huge.
Oh, he didn't grab the edge.
MikeNeko has no jump. No,
oh. Yeah, Larry went for the meaty hit.
Yeah, he would have actually been able to close that out if he went for the reverse up smash, one of my favorite options. And there it goes.
And
World
Larry
team is currently down yet another stock. Larry holding it down.
Have a strong showing versus this really, really tough Marth. Oh, wow. Side B's right into him.
Good up throw option. Larry's out of the jump. He's getting juggled. He has landed on the Smash Bros. Platform.
Oh, very nice. Good fair.
Yeah, I was
Just
actually
get him off
anticipating a turnaround F tilt. I thought would have been probably the strongest option there. Nice.
Oh,
my God.
And a clean up B takes the stock.
Virtually reset now. Falco at 0. Dangerous place to be. MikeNeko knows that Larry's fearing the grab and instead goes in with a side B. Oh, Larry accidentally goes into rapid jab. That would have been huge.
He's going for those jab cancels.
Now I feel like Larry's fishing that grab a little bit too much right now. Both players extremely safe, extremely patient. Maybe a little too patient.
Oh, wow. Perfect Phantasm in the back air.
Yeah,
very nice.
Quickly answered by the Mach Tornado. Nice down tilt combo. And Larry not getting again
another solid up B. Ooh.
I really respect the reads these guys are making, but some of them are just so risky. I don't know if I could take risks like that. I'm not suited to play in a crew battle of this caliber because...
Wow, that's spacing. Power shields everywhere, phantom hits everywhere.
Oh my gosh.
And that
Larry,
connects.
once Larry gets momentum, he just picks such
and
that stop.
Wow, what a cute little F tilt.
Yeah.
Just tipped him right with his little toe. Pokes him off.
That's huge.
Oh.
Goes for the bait. And Larry jumps. Do not agree with jump at all. He wanted to get the down air, but he was nowhere near close enough. Yeah. And he just gave up a grab at 0. Even okay.
That Gatling combo, that shield pressure is just so crazy, even if he blocks it.
Both players taking their time. Larry getting a little bit antsy, trying to figure out a burst option. Nice wake-up attack. He just picks such good options.
Oh my gosh!
Third up, catching Larry on bad DI. Woo. Closes out Larry. Wow. So MikeNeko has recovered 1 stock for the world team.
And that's big. That's what we were talking about before.
Well, they have the nickel and dime their way back in this. They have 7 stocks remaining. Only 7. USA still has 9.
Right now, USA has to choose between Vinnie, Nairo, and Tyrant to take on MikeNeko.
Now, I think things get a little bit scary here, okay? Because it comes down to how good is Kakera going to be against Vinnie.
Okay.
Because the problem is that the burden is really on the world team right now. They don't have the option of saying, all right, we're going to send Ally against Vinnie. They can just hold Vinnie. They're going to wait until Kakera comes out. If they send out Ally next, they're going to send out Nairo or Tyrant to combat him. There's no way they're going to send out the Ice Climbers versus the Snake. So it's going to come down to how good is Kakera versus Vinnie. And it's also going to come down to just how hard is Nairo going to go ham on everything that happens right now. I feel that Tyrant is, again, the best choice here, because when you're just talking about cleaning up a stock off Marth without dying, again, I feel like I'd be comfortable to leave that task to Tyrant.
And with that MikeHAZE experience, too.
Exactly.
He has way more experience in the Meta Knight Marth matchup and better experience at the Meta Knight Marth matchup than Nairo does. I would take practice over. I would take practice with MikeHAZE over myself any day when it comes to the Meta Knight Marth matchup.
100%. And the other thing is, sending out Tyrant to clean out MikeNeko means no matter what happens, unless Tyrant gets completely destroyed, which just can't happen because it's Meta Knight versus Marth, he's going to then, they're going to have to pick and choose. Okay, do we send out Kakera to do it, Tyrant, or do we send out Ally? They're most likely going to choose Kakera. And of course, Tyrant can simply play his heart out and destroy Kakera. Or he can at least just take a stock of Kakera, and that sets up Nairo, that sets up Vinnie for a tremendously advantageous situation. Because if Vinnie goes in against Kakera, who only has 2 stocks, that's huge. Vinnie then has the opportunity to take out Kakera with 3 stocks to 2, and then Vinnie gets to see if he can butter down Ally. Ally is going to have the most uphill of all battles if he has to fight Nairo with only 2 stocks on Snake.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, Nairo is really, really, really good versus Snake, and Ally being the best Snake, still with his skill level to go against all that pressure against Nairo with 2 stocks, he will have to make some godlike reads.
He'll have to pull out a miracle. So I am estimating that is how the remainder of the crew battle will flow out. I do not think that the USA has yet secured the lead, and it looked like they will send in Tyrant. The pressure created by the anchor of Vinnie Nairo and forcing the Japanese to play either Kakera or Ally first is just too powerful. Tyrant trying to send that hidden message that he has an impressive roster of characters in the world. But hopefully we can quit this goofing around and get started.
Yeah, he's texting somebody.
He's getting a little impatient.
Watching him take notes. Yeah, you. I just worded to Neo. I was like, you watching MikeNeko taking notes, and he said some not so nice things back to me.
Big shout out to Neo.
Yeah.
My cynic brother. All right, so it's Tyrant against MikeNeko. MikeNeko is at 1 stock. Now, MikeNeko did his job so far. He took out whoa, my memory. Help me out, Gunblade.
Yes.
Who did MikeNeko just fight? Hold on, my memory.
Larry.
Thank you. He took out Larry. He took out 3 stocks already and only spent 2, which means if he takes a stock off Tyrant, he's gone +1. But if he doesn't take a stock off Tyrant, that's massive, because then it's only Kakera and Ally, and Tyrant is capable of beating Kakera and Ally. So just by himself. So he doesn't get this stock. 6 stocks to 9 is huge.
Tyrant already with 71%. MikeNeko coming with some great reads. Tyrant wisely just stopping that momentum. Gonna take the game at his speed. And gets back on the stage with his terms. Goes for a nair.
Now the one thing I will say is that Vinnie probably would have been able to close out this stock without really, losing a stock. But the thing is, you don't want to play Vinnie so early because that's your last wild card character. It's the Ice Climbers. And Tyrant right now, doing what needs to be done for Team USA.
Oh, those up
They need
Bs
to
are
stop.
so on
Yeah,
point.
they need to stop. You know, getting hit by that. Oh, MikeNeko picking a very poor option there.
Oh, nice grounded up B. Didn't get everything on it, but just enough to disrupt. Oh, and the shuttle loop.
Uh-oh. He
That's
has no jump. And that's it. That'll end it. And as I said, if there ever were a player that could close out a stock, Tyrant is your guy. It is now 6 stocks to 9. It is all up to Kakera and Ally to first go through Tyrant to be able to fight Vinnie and Nairo, the anchors of USA. This is looking real good for Team USA right now. You know Tyrant's got to be feeling pretty good because his job is literally make Nairo's job easier.
Yes.
He doesn't even necessarily have to win. If he takes 2 stocks with his 3 stocks, he puts the Team USA into nearly an insurmountable lead.
Yeah, definitely. At this point, trading stocks at this late in the game is way favorable for Team USA.
Exactly.
Team World definitely has to get a couple of stocks in a row to even tie this thing up.
That gives them more options, both in the selection right now, which is what really puts Team USA in such a huge lead, and also even in game, you just know that, oh, if I take this action, like I wouldn't make risky plays, because if you make risky plays, you can throw away a lead. But they can make those plays that say, all right, I'm going to go for this trade, and that trade is going to be in Team USA's favor.
I feel a lot like Team USA can play a match the regular way, where Team World has that in the back of their mind, need to take 2 stocks without losing one
stock. Exactly.
Team USA, I can play this game down to the wire regularly, and it will still be in our favor.
Right now, Kakera stealing his mind. Tyrant versus Kakera. 3 stocks each. Even outside of the crew battle, this is pretty hype.
Yeah, definitely. These 2 Meta Knights are so difficult to fight for anybody.
Absolutely. West Coast finest Meta Knight against one of Japan's shining Meta Knights. All that's left is the stage. Kakera knows he's fighting an uphill battle, but it's like I told you before, I have faith in Kakera's Meta Knight. Controllers have been reset. Final destination has been selected. Fists have been bumped, and we're about to get underway. 9 stuck to 6. Tyrant versus Kakera.
Oh, Tyrant will take
trade.
the damage.
Yeah, I mean, again, at this point, a trade is in the favor of Team USA. Even simple things like percent trades. They traded pretty much an even amount, and you can't afford to trade an even amount when you are down 3 stocks. Kakera has to shut out Tyrant. For every stock Kakera loses, that's 1 less stock they have to use against Nairo and Vinnie.
Good dash attack by Kakera, trying to just break up anything that Tyrant had in mind.
Now Tyrant is one of the originators of using Tornado to land.
Wow, Kakera just dashing all over the place.
Dash attack solidly counters air dodging into the ground. I'm a little surprised Tyrant just didn't pick what, as I just said, his famous Tornado to land. But Kakera, so far, he seemed to realize, oh, I have to destroy this guy because at the end of him, Nairo is waiting. Tyrant is a very smart, patient Meta Knight, though. And just because he lost advantage for a little bit doesn't mean he's out of it, as you can see with that hard grab read.
Oh, Kakera trying to mess up Tyrant with that slower glide.
Yeah, using his brother's tricks, but not to the same effect. Tyrant,
wow,
missing the edge there.
Yeah.
He wanted to sweet spot the edge with that up B, but misspaced it. Kakera earns back a stock for Team USA. USA at 8 stocks now. Kakera with excellent aerial pressure. Both players making a lot of technical errors.
Yep, that
The
Meta
nerves.
jab.
Backside down smash won't finish him close.
There's an edge guard attempt by Tyrant. Good Nairo.
And I'm eating my earlier words.
Yeah,
where I said people should just stop throwing out the up B coverage.
Yeah, you never know, right?
Yeah, I guess you never do know. I really respect that from Tyrant because he saw Kakera down B, and instead of taking the bait, he was just like, nah, I'll just back off. I'll let you have this one. Kakera very close to dropping this first stock. Tyrant can just be patient. He can't be timed out despite being a stock down.
Oh my gosh, Tyrant going deep for that.
Great DI for Kakera though.
Kakera still on his first stock. Nice,
smart.
very nice turnaround up B out of shield. Tyrant will dimension cape.
Yeah. That Pierce option, one of my favorites. Dimension cape to the ground safely. And Tyrant getting a little bit antsy. Oh my god. Dropping a stock. So far, Kakera has earned 2 stocks.
If you could have seen the look on Tyrant's face right now, he just shifted his eyes back and forth like he was a little kid that got in trouble and then smiled.
That's big. And Tyrant just completely choking.
Oh, and we'll take
That's
a stock.
1 stock, 5 stacks left. Whoa, 5 stocks left for Nairo and Vinnie. Can Tyrant take another?
Wow, Kakera seems to have an answer for all of Tyrant's juggle attempts and
Well,
all
like
his
we
pressure
said,
attempts.
yeah, like we said, Kakera would be the stronger in Dittos.
Very nice. Kakera using that turnaround up B. Very nice, using that turnaround into the dash.
And here you can see Kakera's power is definitely not to be underestimated. Nairo and Vinnie are waiting. But as I mentioned, if ever there were players that I would want in my anchor, it is Ally and Kakera.
And these Meta Knights are using that roll back and forth as a little mix-up.
Meta Knight's forward roll is extremely good.
As we say that.
They're just dancing around each other in forward rolls. Taking their time. Good read by Kakera. Tyrant manages to get back onto the ground. What started out as a close battle is looking like a pretty solid 2 stock. Box Tornado using an anticipation of glide attack, but Kakera just baiting out everything, making huge solid reads.
Wow, that
will
shadow
correct it.
loop.
Yeah.
Tyrant trying to have an answer
Good
to
read by Tyrant. I
Kakera.
hope he does not go for this up B. That would just be the greediest. 2 jumps used. Poor choice. And that's it. Kakera taking out 3 stocks using only 1.
And Kakera just made this really, really interesting.
Yeah.
2 players apiece, and we'll send in Nairo.
I don't know how I feel about that. I don't think that was the right option.
To send in Nairo now.
Yeah, I think Vinnie was by far the right option because that Ice Climbers against the Meta Knight is the classic matchup that you want to do right now. You definitely do not want to have Ice Climbers versus Anchor Snake. That just sounds dumb to me.
Yeah,
I really think this is like throwing the crew battle.
we got to see.
Because consider it, even if Nairo, I'm going to assume Nairo and Kakera, they're pretty well matched, okay? So let's assume Kakera takes out 2 stocks, Nairo takes out 2 stocks, eliminates him. Then you've got a 1-stock Nairo with a 3-stock Ally, okay? Ally is a smart, patient player. It is entirely feasible for Ally to then eliminate Nairo's last remaining stock with Snake without dropping one.
Yep.
And if that happens, you're going to have the ending of the crew battle be Ally versus Vinnie at a fresh count 3-3.
Yeah.
And if you asked me, I would say Ally's going to take that over Vinnie, especially Snake versus Ice Climbers. So I really feel it's a mistake here. I feel that they should have sent out Vinnie to go before Nairo. Shoutouts to Orion for being terrible crew battle coach. Oh my god. That is a call out. And oh no, excuse me. Orion's a coach for the world. Shoutouts to Vinnie. What the heck? Vinnie saved himself to be the anchor? I apologize, Orion. Shoutouts to Vinnie for being terrible. What? He saved himself as the anchor over Nairo. Terrible decision. Why would he want to fight Ally in the clutch? Does Vinnie really want to fight Ally in the clutch? Snake versus Ice Climbers? He would be much better spent here. But let's first see if Kakera, if Nairo will make me eat my words. He could just very well clean up this whole crew battle. He has 5 stocks to take with 3. Nairo is definitely one of the players that could do it. And Nairo makes an early technical error. Does not really get punished for it, but then Kakera outplays him in the situation. See, Kakera is strong in the Ditto. Why would you? I just feel that Ice Climber is way better option. I mean, he might be really strong because of all the QB experience, you know? But again, just if you're gonna have a wild card like Ice Climbers, why waste it on a Snake?
Yeah, you're right. We have to see what happens, though. We gotta have a little faith in Vinnie. Maybe there's a method to the madness. Oh wow,
that's huge.
Oh, couldn't grab the edge.
He wanted that edge. Nice.
Very nice. Retreating to the platform.
Double reads. And that'll put Nairo back on the ground.
So fast.
Both players narrowly evading grabs. I would not have spent the glide there, but Nairo gets back on the stage. The bravest grab.
Oh my gosh.
Oh my gosh, Nairo.
Yeah, Nairo's not scared to go all the way down the hell.
He's like, what? I got 3 stocks. Screw you. He's not playing crew battles properly at all. He just wants to kill Kakera.
Ooh. I thought a grounded up B was coming. Oh,
now I really like that Nairo chose to punish that with a grab because it means that he didn't stale out any of his kill opportunities while that DI though.
Yeah, he hit the stage, I think, and it helped him live.
Oh. He takes off the stock for Nairo. That stock was going to go either way. Nairo really can afford that stock. It all depends on how much percent Kakera racks up now.
Yeah,
that's
a very good point.
Is the important part. Because I don't think that Nairo's just going to shut out Kakera.
And that's big right there.
That was big.
Kakera had a chance to add some bonus damage using that basically already dead stock.
Yeah. Now there is a huge burden on Kakera because only Ally is left. So every stock that Kakera takes out right now is basically saying, all right, Ally, I'm going to make your job a little bit easier. But it's 5 stocks to 4. If Nairo manages to take out this stock, he'll have another stock which he can fight Ally, thus for making his job of making Vinnie's job easier a lot easier.
Oh, nice up air string by Nairo.
And so greedy. Kakera's of course going to, hit him with the up B. Kakera's juggle's very solid.
Yeah, he doesn't really overcommit to let the opponent pass through him.
Both Meta Knights weaving in and out of each other's sword.
Wow.
Misplay by Kakera.
Yeah, very good reactions by both players.
Nairo hangs onto that stock. Kakera's going to go for it.
Wow.
He has to go for the glory. Now Nairo's really mad because he probably did not mean to glide there. Kakera has a lot of momentum, and the crowd is behind him. He is catching up to Nairo. The score is 4-4, so now there is only a % difference with Vinnie and Ally in the tanks, and Nairo in disadvantage. Is Kakera going to be Japan's hero?
Very nice poke by Nairo. Nairo on the chase now. Kakera so solid by the edge, though. Oh, Nairo with a fast ledge grab.
Oh my gosh. The pressure on these players is so fierce. They are fighting for their regions on an international level. And Kakera is carrying the world back into this crew battle.
Yeah, this is basically a tie game right now.
That DI, Nairo is likely playing a...
Oh, wow. Nairo's so brave.
Oh, that's it.
A forward there.
Oh my God. Nairo making a rare technical error, dash attacking.
And back to the edge goes Kakera.
Oh my gosh. A lot of technical errors coming out of Nairo. Just so much pressure.
Oh, wow, that with a poke.
Oh.
Wow, that
Kakera has momentum.
barely misses.
Will he go for the up B? No. He's playing safe. Takes the grounded up B. Great read. Reads the air dodge. And that's
right attack.
Yes.
And he kills him.
Bonus knockback from charging a smash that
Yep.
will end him.
Woo!
Kakera
Jeez.
almost completely destroying the USA anchor. And again, that was just,
my God.
I really strongly feel, Kakera brought it back so far. It is now 4 stocks to 3. And like I said, that is exactly what I anticipated. They would trade 2 for 2 stocks.
Yep.
And like I said, Ally, all right, now, if he just kills Nairo without dying, he has to go up against Vinnie, 3 stocks to 3.
And I thinking about it now, I do agree with you. Ally will go into that with the advantage.
Absolutely.
I feel.
Nice job, Kakera.
Oh.
So unless Nairo pulls out a miracle here, this will be the second to last match of this crew battle. Kakera has been striked out.
And now Nairo with 1 stock left versus Allies 3. Vinnie on deck.
It is all up to Nairo right now to take out at least one of Ally stocks with his only 1 stock. With his only stock, excuse me.
And as we were talking about before, that choice to send in Nairo before Vinnie might prove to be costly.
I would even prefer, to be honest, just because Nairo is the Meta Knight and Vinnie's the Ice Climbers and you had the Snake in the tank, I would have even preferred Kakera to wipe out Vinnie and you have Nairo versus Kakera and then had to deal with Ally after, because I'm confident in Nairo to beat a Snake. I would be confident even, you know, that Nairo can take out Ally with the stock deficit. Not a 2 stock deficit, but with 1 stock deficit, all the pressure on him. You know, I'd be more confident over that than Ice Climbers 3 to 3. Both players playing smart and patient.
Yep.
Nobody wants to take damage. Snakes in the air. Nairo wanted to end it early. That down smash would have put him in a very favorable position.
Oh,
but
here
Nairo,
comes Ally.
Nairo's getting antsy.
Yep. He'll take that damage. Very nice. Ally, oh, very good timed air dodge right there. Only way he could have survived that.
Nairo going in right now.
Oh, that.
He knew the up tilt was coming. I'm sure half of us knew.
Oh, wow, back air. Very nice by Ally.
Very nice fair by Nairo, and nice dimension.
Oh, that's a big by Ally and an up air.
Ally takes him out.
And now it's 3 to 3. 1v1.
Yeah. Ally versus Vinnie. Ice Climbers versus Snake.
USA! USA! USA!
Oh, okay. This actually makes a little bit more sense now. We were misinformed. Vinnie is the captain of the USA team. The anchor is not Vinnie. The anchor is MikeHAZE.
Oh, plot twist!
No plot twist.
Plot twist! Woo! Now, this changes the complexion of things.
Absolutely.
Because Ally
I never,
hates-
ever would send in. Oh, go ahead, talk. Go ahead.
Well, Ally hates Marth
Yeah.
with a passion, with a burning passion. Now, what better Marth to send in than MikeHAZE? Like, yo, I'm mad patient, yo. I'm just gonna juggle you all day. But Ally, of course, obviously being the amazing player he is, obviously he's not just gonna be super free versus Marth. He's gonna obviously practice the matchup. But I really, really, really like the odds of MikeHAZE versus Ally better than Vinnie versus Ally.
100%.
Yeah,
MikeHAZE actually, you know,
and
has
that's no
multiple
insult
tournament.
to Vinnie,
No,
though.
of course not. But you're talking about a Snake versus Ice Climbers matchup where Snake wins, or a Marth versus Snake matchup where it's relatively even, and sometimes people even say leans towards Marth.
Yep.
So, like, when you think about that, when you think of the tournament history between these two, where MikeHAZE has taken multiple sets, Ally has already said he is afraid of MikeHAZE, and this is not who we wanted to see.
Mike with a little smile on his face.
Now 3 stocks at 3. And again, I don't think it would have been a good idea to send MikeHAZE in against Kakera. Oh, it won't be here. It will not be Smashville. It will not be Smashville.
Aha! Spike him!
Probably going to turn off pause.
Team attack.
Is pretty big deal. Battlefield,
Battlefield.
my favorite. 2 of my favorite players on my favorite stage. USA versus the world, folks. And the world is cheering, and they are loud.
Oh, MikeHAZE with great platform pressure. Ally has him where he was. Nice
Good
DI.
SDI. Poor use of Dancing Blade, though. Don't agree with the option. But he does have the pressure. Slight advantage to MikeHAZE, but the game is still young. MikeHAZE versus Ally. USA versus the world.
Look at that.
I'm hyped.
Power shield fall through the platform fair.
Classic Ally option coverage.
Ooh.
MikeHAZE pulling out a trick.
Yeah, that
Getting
was,
back onto the stage.
Oh.
That dash attack's got to be a tech error. I think he meant for a back air to come out there.
Yeah, but he got out of it safely. Oh, very nice up air right there.
Launches him. Does not punish
good call on
that
the
back
Ally
air on
back
the
air.
shield. Good read, but unfortunately a poor trade with grenade. This could be it. That's it.
Oh, and stock 1 is down.
Ally setting up his traps. The crowd
Oh my God.
is going ham right now. I'm sure you can hear it through my mic.
Oh, Mike
MikeHAZE.
going for that spike.
And you know it wasn't a bad spike to go for, but the spacing and timing was just so off, you can tell. The nerves are on him.
Oh.
He falls into a down
Oh
smash
my gosh.
that we all knew was there. And
Oh, I really
That
thought that
won't-
was an
that
up
won't
B, to be honest.
Ally taking a risk. Great
Wow.
punish by MikeHAZE.
Yeah,
Good
but
DI.
Ally lives.
Ally covering his landing with grenades. Nice cross up air on MikeHAZE's part.
Oh,
That'll close
very
out the
nice
side.
fair. Mike at 69%. So let's see if he can get it done. Super Saiyan % right now.
That was a great time to trip. Get that trip out the way now. Great read by Ally. Taking a lot of damage.
Oh, here we go.
Oh
wow.
my God. When you have complete juggle opportunity on Snake, you land the throw at 0, you go for the up throw. You can just see MikeHAZE is completely choking this out. MikeHAZE is choking. He's got a 2-stock deficit to come. Kakera bought Ally all the room he needs to just succeed against his long-term rival MikeHAZE. MikeHAZE could get a gimp here. Ally's not air dodging. He's like, no way I'm getting spiked right now. Screw you, MikeHAZE.
Oh, Ally
rolls
messing
into
up.
his own down smash.
Oh,
my
He
gosh.
should have stayed at his base and tried to detailed again.
Yeah, he could have walked back, done a little bit of pressure. He didn't want to really play the neutral game with Ally because Ally's reaction time and pressure game and counter pressure is so strong.
Wow, Mike getting hit by everything right now. Good up B.
It'll still be a little while till Mike is able to close out this stock.
Oh, Ally with a great read,
not
just couldn't
playing
get
any
it.
games. He's got the edge hog.
Wow, Ally, no fear right there. Oh, Mike going for some crazy option.
things are looking quite dire. That's it. And Ally wins.
And the world
takes it. 2 stocks. MikeHAZE thoroughly disappointed in himself. There you have it, folks. That anchor, I told you, if there ever was one who could clutch it out, the score was 9-6. And it is now 2-0 in favor of the world. Ally, ally, ally. The crowd cheers, and everybody's going crazy. What a back and forth crew battle we had here, folks. Starting out with Otori dominating anti, followed up by ADHD coming in through with the carry, bringing it back.
Yeah, it was a crazy crew battle.
Yeah.
Just that MikeHAZE pick at the end seemed like a good idea, but Mike didn't really deliver as he should have.
Yeah.
I mean, hindsight is 20/20. We can look back on it and say, you know, they should have did this, they should have did that. But what was presented and put out there, they just didn't get it done this time.
No, not at all.
And this year, the world team will go home with bragging rights that they beat the USA in Cruise.
And I really strongly feel, I mean, like I was saying, what a back and forth crew battle. You first had, you know, Otori dominating anti. Then they flipped the script, they sent out ADHD. ADHD just started destroying. Zero came, clutched it out. After that, they sent in ESAM. ESAM just completely cleaned up everything, generated a huge lead for Team USA, and it slowly dwindled away. Kakera being one of the most powerful Meta Knights, carrying Japan and the rest of the world back into the crew battle. And then at the end, Ally clutching it out over MikeHAZE. Only here at Apex 2013, folks. Well,
It was a hell of a crew battle.
it was. And it's coming up on midnight right now. It's getting late. Shout outs to all of you guys watching at home, especially Celine. I know my girlfriend's at home watching. Shout outs to Chibo running the stream. Shout outs to Alex Strife running Apex.
Shout outs to
Everybody bringing it to you.
Shout out to my grandma. You haven't had
Shout
a
outs to
computer since
ADHD
1998.
doing
But I
stuff.
know you're watching
ADHD.
in spirit.
Shout out to terrible picks for Team USA. Vinnie
It
coaching
happens.
was what the?
It happens. It happens, you know.